So I got to patch me a drywall hole. Tenant for this house punched a hole through it at some point. So I went down and got me a drywall patch kit. I'm going to try this out for the first time. And it comes with this dry deck, dry time indicator spackling. And then it comes with a little spatula, even though I got some drywall tools and this guy right here, this mesh cover. So basically all I'm gonna do is throw this over the top of it, just like that. And then I'll go ahead and use a spackling to cover all up real nice and good. And then once it's dry, gives me a little piece of sandpaper, and I'll just kind of give her a little coat around the edges. Do a little bit right now. And then what you're supposed to do is add a little bit of spackling to the corners just to help it stick. Or maybe I can add it along the edge just around here, just to help it stick like that. And then once it's on there, I'll be able to go ahead and put the rest of the spackling over the top of it and smooth it out. All right, this is what you look like once you dry it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down. See if I can't smooth it out a little bit more to where you don't see these little bubbles or the outer perimeter of the patch. It's gonna get real dusty, but I'm hoping it'll look better. I may have to add another skim coat, and then when I do a skim coat, I'll probably use something a lot different than what this guy is, because I didn't really like the spackling stuff. This is more for a lot smaller patch holes. This isn't for a big old patch like this. I should have just gotten pieces of drywall, filled it in, patched it the right way. But I was trying something new, so I'll go ahead and get this sucker all sanded down and whatnot. So after getting it all sanded down as smooth as I could, I'm gonna have to put another little skim coat because there's a divot there. The patch is popping up right here. You can see it real well over here, here. I don't think paint's gonna cover that up. You'll be able to see it too good. And then right here in the middle, there's some like gouges that are pretty significant. But after making a big old mess, looks like the Colombian mafia came through. But I'm gonna get another little skim coat on this, and then after that I'll throw a fresh coat of paint and it'll look good as new, hopefully anyway. Shouldn't be too bad. There's some extra paint in the cupboard, so I'll throw another little skim coat on this and then hopefully get it all situated so it looks real nice and seamless. So all I'm gonna use is some Easy Sand 5. All I'm gonna do is pour it in there, add a little bit of water in it, mix it all up, get it nice to the consistency I want, figure out whether I need some more water or more of the mix. And then all I'm gonna do is just kind of coat over the top of this and just fill it in where there's some low spots, and then these corners as well, just get those all filled in and then kind of feather it out as best I can just to make it blend in a lot more so that way you don't notice all of these small sections where there's imperfections in it. So the second coat officially dried up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my sanding block again. Just go to town on it, make sure I get all these rough edges off. But what'll make it easier, so these really high spots right here, you just take your knife, smooth them out like that. Makes it a lot easier. Gets the big chunks out, then you don't have to worry about wasting your sandpaper to get them all down and smooth. Sweet. Now I'll go ahead and smooth the rest of it out, get these little higher dips off with the sandpaper or the sanding block, and then it should be ready for paint. All right, she's ready for paint. Nice and smooth like, no bumps, feathered out real good. Once this thing gets painted, you'll never know there was a hole there. All right, so I just threw a fresh coat of paint over that drywall patch, and now that it's all painted up, you can't really tell even where it was at. It was right around here-ish. But yeah, smoothed it all out, sanded it as you saw, put an extra layer of mud on it, and I think it turned out pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more paint up here as well, maybe a little, touch up a little spot over there as well, and then that should wrap up that process.